Hello humans, I'm Yoshiller. Welcome back to some more of my Pokemon Scarlet walkthrough. I promise not every part of this walkthrough is going to start with me on my Nintendo Switch home screen, but I did want to highlight two things. Number one, I wanted to highlight the 41 people on my friends list that are currently online. I think it's safe to assume that I was going to assume that all of them were playing Pokemon Scarlet or Pokemon Violet, but it looks like there's a fair share of stuff going on in here. We do have some Pokemon Violet players. Wow, a lot more Violet than I thought. Where's the Scarlet? Where's the Scarlet? Okay, we got a couple Scarlets. Okay, all right. There is hope, folks. In fact, now that I'm looking at it some more, I think there are more people in my friend roster playing Scarlet than playing Violet. Okay, there is hope in the world yet. But two, I also wanted to showcase what happens when you boot back into the game after you've saved and closed out of the game for the first time. I basically wanted to showcase the difference in the title screen, because now, going forward, at least with every other subsequent Pokemon game, there is a modification to the title screen. There is now a thing that says continue, and there might be like a little icon that showcases how far you are in the game. And I wanted to showcase that for the first time because this is basically the earliest possible point where that can happen. Yes, that's not exactly where the game started the first time I booted it up. The first time I booted it up, it asked me what language I wanted to play the game in. But now, it very well knows that I want to play the game in English. And in English, I shall continue to play this game. So, let's go ahead and continue with this Pokemon Scarlet adventure. Last time, I got my Fuecoco and I nicknamed him Fry Guy. And now that that's taken care of, I can continue on with my endeavors and see what the rest of the Paldea region has to offer. Because so far, I've walked down to a beach and I've seen very little. Here it is, the beach again. Oh, it is a nice looking beach, and this is a nice looking battle court. But okay, I'm glad that the game will at least inform me of the next thing that I have to do in case I put the game down for like a month or something and lose track of what I was doing. So I gotta go here. The first day of school, Cabo Poco. Let's go ahead and get it. Oh, and then if I press the B button, I can also crouch down. And also, I believe, I did this by accident when I was turning the game off, but if you press left on your D-pad, you can change your outfit, and by golly, I do want to change my outfit as quickly as possible. I don't know if I'll unlock more, but I do want to see what the other outfits are. So this, pants or shorts? Well, I'm more of a pants guy. What about autumn? And then what about winter? I do like the winter outfit the most. It has a nice gray jacket. If I had it my way, I don't want to be wearing a tie. I generally don't even like wearing dress shirts, but I'll do that. But wearing a tie, it's just not quite my attire, if you understand. But a jacket, I usually wear a jacket even when it's warm out. So that'll do. And then we got to go ahead and change the socks. That simply won't do. There we go. We got the crew socks. Nice. And then the shoes. Oh yeah, we got to get some performance sneakers in there. Now we're talking. Although the school shoes aren't bad, but I want the sneakers. There we go. These are going to get so dirty, and I'm so okay with it. And then school gloves, yeah, fingerless gloves. That's just the staple mark of a Pokemon trainer. I hope that I'll get other ones. I gotta imagine I'll get more. No way the only options are gloves or no gloves, right? So we're going with that. As for the as for the bag, I can either do the little school backpack, or I can do the canvas backpack. I think I do, well, just because of the color, I kind of like the canvas backpack. But in terms of practicality, I think I'm going to go with the school backpack. And then as for the hat, can I put on a beanie? Not yet. School helmet? Why do I look so like smug there? Okay, we'll go with the sporty cap for now. Yeah, that's fine. Getting that sporty look. And then, do I want glasses? Yes, I mean, I wear glasses in real life. That's looking a lot more like me just by having those on. And then the phone, we'll go ahead and have the default case. Okie dokie. So we will go ahead and have all of these affect my outfits. And that is how I shall look, hopefully, for just the next video or two. And then I'll have a better outfit on when I get a beanie and a better backpack and different pants. But at least I can change my outfits at all. Okay, let's go ahead and jog up these steps and go meet up with our newfound friend and see what she's doing with that Sprigatito and see if she'll properly take us to the school. I imagine I'm already going the wrong way, but I am curious to see what is over here. There is a nice chair, so you can see the view of the beach. I like it, I like it. Okay, well, as it stands, this part in time, this current location, it has no use to me. So I'll go ahead and stop delaying things. I've already had the start of this video go on for long enough. You guys probably actually want to see me make some progress. I promise not to lollygag too much. Every once in a while, when I find a proper excuse, I will lollygag. But as it stands, I will try to make some actual progress in this game because we're still at the beginning and I've hardly done anything besides get my starter. Okay. Oh, Yoshiller! I hear that Nemona will be taking you to school? Yep, that's right. That's right, ma'am. Leave it to me. So, you've already managed to make a friend. That's right. Fuecoco. He's my best buddy. Oh, I would totally love for you to meet him right now. Oh, okay. And I read all about the wonderful teachers you'll be looking after you at the school. Plus, so many handy facilities you can use as much as you like. Add in your new friend, Fuecoco, and it sounds like your school life is shaping up to be fantastic. Yeah, I think Fuecoco's gonna be great. Now you'll be staying in the school dorm, so I want you to promise you'll eat proper meals. Just like my real mom. Yes, I will see to it that I eat a sufficient amount of food each day. But just know that I eat more because I have to, not because I necessarily want to. Here's a bit of spending money to start off with. Oh, wow, you really are just like my real mom. All right, well, thank you. I got a sandwich. Thanks. I hope it's a plain turkey sandwich. You can eat that cold, you can eat that warm, as long as you eat it plain. It's great. A sandwich, a dish made by sandwiching veg. So, oh, hang on, what kind of word has the word itself in the definition? Like, what is chocolate? Oh, it's when you turn cocoa into chocolate. I don't know. You don't describe a sandwich as something being made by sandwiching. Okay. I'm looking too into these simple matters. But that's just who I am. 5 potions, that's good in case you need to heal up my Pokemon. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. There you go. It heals 20 HP, which is not a lot, but hey, that stuff adds up. Use them on that precious little partner of yours should it get hurt in battle. I know every day in your new life is going to be full of exciting experiences far from home. Just try to savor them all, the good times and the hard times too. But if you ever want to come back home, you know your bed is always ready for you. Aw, you really are just like my real mom. Oh, all right then, you two had better be off, I suppose. Take care on the way to school. Thank you, thank you. All right, Fuecoco, are you ready? Oh, and this new woman friend that I met too, yeah. Your mother's so nice, Yoshiller. Oh, but I was going to teach you how to catch wild Pokemon. Come on, vamos! Yes, ikimasu! That's me practicing my Japanese for the day. Ikimasu means let's go. This way! Sorry, this way. That's not my mom. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, all right. So now I can move. All right, follow Nemona. Well, I intend to do just that. What's going on with this dude? This dude was not here before. The power of science! The power of science is amazing! If you connect with friends, you can head out on adventures together, up to 4 of you at a time. Yeah, so in case you folks don't know, this guy right here is in every single mainline Pokemon game, and he always has something to talk about, and he always starts his sentences off with, the power of science is amazing, and then he usually follows it with some sort of mechanic that's newly introduced to the game. So like in the first generation of Pokemon games, he says something to the effect of, the power of science is amazing, you can now catch Pokemon all the time. In Gold and Silver, he says, the power of science is amazing, you can now send Pokemon back and forth through time, talking about how you can connect games to Red and Blue and Gold and Silver, which take place 3 years apart. And then in like, I don't know, Diamond and Pearl, he might say, the power of science is amazing, you can now trade with people all around the world. He talks about a lot of different things, and in this game he talks about how you can do multiplayer in this game, which is a valid point. I don't know that for the main course of this walkthrough I'll be doing any multiplayer videos, but perhaps once I finish the main game of this walkthrough, once I start doing post-game content, that's probably when I'll hook up the multiplayer features. But as it stands, I would like to do this adventure by myself, have my own isolated story to tell, and then as the walkthrough goes on, and as the adventure concludes, that's when I'll link it with my friends and see what they're all up to. I acknowledge this could have been a very fun co-op walkthrough, but I'm still trying to get my footing for this walkthrough as is, and I did not have any intentions of making it a co-op walkthrough, so we'll save those co-op ideas for a different day. For now, this is the path that leads to adventure for you and me. Out here, things are different than in town. You're gonna see wild Pokemon out and about. They'll be on the path and in the grass and such. Yeah, so wild Pokemon will just show up in the wild. You don't have to walk around in the grass and wait for a random encounter to occur like you had to do in the first 7 generations of Pokemon. Now, you can just see Pokemon. But if you get too close to one, you'll have to battle it. But you've got Fuecoco for that, right? And if you want to try to catch a Pokemon, you gotta use a good old Pokeball. Da-da-da! I've got tons, have a few. Well, thank you. I'm glad that there weren't any Pokemon that I could encounter up to this point, because it would have been really shameful if I could encounter a shiny and then wouldn't have been able to do anything about it because I didn't have any access to Pokeballs. That was a flaw of Generation 2, that you could potentially encounter a shiny Pokemon and not be able to do anything about it. In fact, that was a flaw for the first couple of generations. Not until, like, I don't know, Gen 6, did they make it so that all Pokemon were shiny locked or something besides your starter until you got Pokeballs? Something like that. A device for catching wild Pokemon. It's thrown like a ball at a Pokemon. See, again, like, what is a Pokeball? It is a ball for throwing it at Pokemon. That makes more sense. But when you're describing a sandwich, you don't say it's made by sandwiching. I don't know, I guess they did. What do I care? Oink, oink. I'm sorry. Ooh, what luck! Time for some learning by doing. Try battling this Lechonk, Yoshiller. I don't really want to catch a Lechonk, though. There are other Pokemon that I do want to catch, but if you just want me to battle it, I'm ready for it. Here we go. All right, you can try to catch a wild Pokemon you are battling by pressing the X button and throwing a Pokeball. When you are having a hard time catching a Pokemon, try to deal damage to it by throwing another Pokeball. That should give you a better chance of success. Yeah, so your odds of catching a wild Pokemon are better the lower its health is. As far as I'm concerned, I'm just gonna cook this Lechonk. There we go. And then I can actually change the camera angle while I'm battling. That is a series staple as a Pokemon Legends Arceus. But that's the first time it's happened, like, at the start of a new generation of Pokemon that I can just mess around with the camera angle. Good stuff. And of course, defeating a wild Pokemon will get me experience, but I also would have gained experience had I caught it as well, which is a feature that I really appreciate that they added to Generation 6. And if I had any other Pokemon in my party, they would have also gained equal experience. Nice! Defeating Pokemon in battle will help Fuecoco grow stronger and stronger. Next time, try throwing a Pokeball when a Pokemon's right on the tip of being defeated. I can do that, I just didn't want a Lechonk. Anyway, have some more Pokeballs just in case. Not every catch works out. Oh wow, you're really just gonna give me more right off the bat? Woo! I am now at a whopping 15 Pokeballs. I am ready. I am ready for this. Weaken the Pokemon, then throw the Pokeball. Remember that and you'll be fine. Now go battle those wild Pokemon and catch some of them. All right, you want me to catch something now? What's up? What else is on this route? Let's meet back up at that lighthouse over there. You can see our school from the top. All right. I'm sure you can see the school from the bottom as well, but all right. The Pokemon you see wandering around in tall grass, caves, and elsewhere are wild Pokemon. When you run into a wild Pokemon, a battle will begin. You can also start a battle by walking toward a wild Pokemon and throwing one of your Pokeballs at it by using the ZR button. Try this tactic out to battle Pokemon that are up in trees or flying in the sky. Yeah, so that mechanic was introduced in Pokemon Legends Arceus, the idea of crouching down. Oh, I guess you can like slide. You can go like, woo! That much is neat. But yeah, I guess the idea is if I hold down ZR, oh, I just threw my Pokemon in the general direction. Can I, like, lock onto it? Yes, I can. Boom. There, now I can do that. There we go. And now Fuecoco can battle it! Alright, Fuecoco, this is a Tarantula, a new Pokemon. I assume it's a bug type, which means fire will be super effective toward it, and you should be able to one-hit KO it. Nice! Good job, Fry Guy! You're the best. I knew I could count on you. Awesome. Well, wasn't that a nice use of 3 seconds of my time? But let's see if I can find a Pokemon that I actually want to catch. So far, I don't want Tarantula, and I don't want this Lechonk. And I imagine those are the main Pokemon that are on this route. So maybe not catching anything on this route. I got an extra Pokeball. That puts me in a whopping 16 Pokeballs. The amount of Pokeballs I have can now legally drive in the United States. Oh, but this is a classic Pokemon. This is Hoppip. Hoppip is a Pokemon from Generation 2, a very decent early game Pokemon. As far as in-game Pokemon go, Hoppip will evolve into a decent grass type. As far as competitive Pokemon go, Hoppip is probably one of the worst things you can use. But I don't intend to use a Hoppip either, although I do admire this wonderful Generation 2 Pokemon. And I'm telling you, the designs of the Pokemon from Generation 2, they just like didn't miss. They were all pretty fantastic. Oh, my little fire friend here is learning Round, which is a special type normal move, which is helpful because my Fuecoco's special attack stat is more than its physical attack stat, so having a special attack that is normal type is handy. All right, how do I get on this rock? Oh, I can just walk on this rock, okay. Boom, or revive, that's handy in case a Pokemon goes down, that's awesome. Just more Lechonk and more of these bugs. Oh, hang on. Hey, that is a Pokemon from Generation 6. This is a Scatterbug. This will eventually evolve into another bug type that is great for main game usage, but might not be good for competitive usage. that's all I'm basically going to say when it comes to reviewing older Pokemon. If a Pokemon is good for competitive, I'll bring it up. But I'm not catching Pokemon purely for competitive usage. But it is worth pointing out that the Pokemon I intend to catch in this walkthrough, I will use in competitive videos. But we're just going to catch whatever I feel like catching. If the Pokemon turns out to be competitively viable or not, oh well. I just want to catch what looks cool or what seems cool. I'm totally going to judge a lot of Pokemon based on appearance. So if I seem like some sort of this Pokemon, oh, hang on a second. This Pokemon I want. This is genuinely one that I want. This little guy right here. Look at this thing. Let's get it. Let's get it. Or I'm sorry, this little girl. Well, I'm fine having some gender diversity on my team, but this Pokemon I don't want to accidentally KO. So we're gonna go ahead and tackle it because tackle should deal less damage than Ember would. Ooh, especially if it's gonna growl me, that'll lower my attack stats, so my tackle will deal even less damage than it normally would have. There we go. Ooh, nice. Barely any damage at all. I like it, I like it. Let's go ahead and get 2 more tackles in there. There we go. Yeah, now we're talking, now we're talking. And here, let's go ahead and get this view so you can really see the Pokemon that I'm fighting. Yeah, how about that? There we go. Man, my tackles really aren't doing a whole lot of damage. Oh, but Thunder Shock. Oh, yeah, it's an electric type. I like that. That's very good because Fuecoco here, Fry Guy, is a fire type, which makes him weak to water type Pokemon. But if I catch this electric type Pokemon right here, then that'll help counter any matchups I have against water type Pokemon. It's also good against flying type Pokemon as well. Just a handy little extra option. All right, I think its health is low enough. I'm gonna start chucking balls at it. I got 17 Pokeballs. Let's go for it. Hopefully I can catch it on the first try. Pawmi, you're mine. Let's go. Let's immediately add another Pokemon member to the team. Yay, first try, that's what I'm talking about. Pawmi was caught. And of course, for catching a Pokemon, I do get experience for that. It's almost the equivalent of KOing a Pokemon, so it's all the more incentive to catch Pokemon. Good stuff. Here we go, Pawmi, yeah. My first catch, my second team member already. It has underdeveloped electric sacs on its cheeks. These sacs can produce electricity only if Pawmi rubs them furiously with the pads on its forepaws. Oh, it's so cute, and yeah, I want to give it a nickname. So, the main reason I wanted to catch Pawmi here is because Pawmi was also the name of the side companion of the character in Bomberman 64, The Second Attack, which is one of my favorite games. I've walked through the game twice on my channel. I've done various other showcase videos of that game, and my Animal Crossing Island and New Horizons was even named after one of the levels in that game. And Pawmi is just this fantastic creature, so I wanted to catch a Pokemon with the same name. Now, it would be fun to nickname it Pawmi like it was in Bomberman 64, The Second Attack, but I get the feeling that this creature is going to evolve and it's not going to be named Pawmi anymore. So, I thought something just as cute would be if I nicknamed it Pom Pom. Not just because those are those fun little fuzzy things that cheerleaders put at the edge of their hands when they're, well, cheerleading, but because it still matches the Pawmi naming scheme. So now we've got Fry Guy, and now we've got Pom Pom. Welcome to the team, Pom Pom. Love to have you. Now we got one boy and one girl. And when you catch a Pokemon, I guess your Pokedex actually goes into color? So let's see. How do I actually access the Pokedex? I can go to bag. It's not a key item, is it? Nah. He told me, oh, I have to press minus, right? It's minus that pulls up the Pokedex? Yes, it is. So there you go. Battle or catch Pokemon to compile volumes in your Pokedex app with fancier covers for Pokemon you've caught. Open up your Pokedex to view all the volumes you've collected on a digital shelf and check out what rewards you can earn by pressing the X button. Press the plus button when looking at a Pokemon you've registered in the Pokedex so you can see what that Pokemon's habitat is to learn more about where they can be found and when they're active. Explore different areas as you adventure and meet tons of Pokemon. Yeah, so as far as the main game is concerned, I primarily intend to catch Pokemon that I want to use on my team. But once the main game is done, I might actually focus on completing the Pokedex. And it might be easier to complete the Pokedex while I'm playing the game. I would actually advise that that's what most people do. But so as to not create confusion as to what Pokemon I'm having on my team as my main party and what Pokemon I'm just catching for Pokedex completion, I think it makes more sense for me to play this game and just catch the Pokemon I intend to use for battles. And then when the walkthrough is over, and maybe once I start doing multiplayer videos, I'll finish the Pokedex. But for now, we got Pawmi. That's the little picture I get for having Pawmi in my Pokedex. Good stuff. And then that's Fuecoco's. Now, Fuecoco won't have a habitat. It's a starter Pokemon. Generally, you can't catch the starter Pokemon in the wild unless you're playing Pokemon Let's Go or Pokemon Legends Arceus. But as far as Pawmi's concerned, obviously I can catch him where I'm currently standing. Yeah, lots of areas here in the southern point of the Paldea region. Well, let's go ahead and look at these stats of this little guy. This little girl. But I figure guy can also be a gender-neutral term, so forgive me if I say that more frequently. And then we're going to look at the boxes, and we're going to look at Pom Pom here. So Pom Pom, how you doing? All right, yep, pure electric type, just as I figured, although I think the Pokemon Company even specified that when they first unveiled this Pokemon many months back. I also like that my trainer ID is 595196. Can't really explain why, I just like that numerical combination. All right, its highest stat... Oh wait, what is its nature? Timid! Timid means that its speed goes up in exchange for its physical attack stat going down. That could be advantageous if it's an electric type. Electric types are usually special attackers, so being really fast and having a better special attack could be useful. Its ability is static, so that anytime a Pokemon makes physical contact with it, it has a chance of being paralyzed. All very good stuff. Good nature, good typing, good ability. All right, and we got a guy and a girl. We got Pom Pom, and we got Fry Guy. There we go. I'm liking this team already. And then if I wanted to, I could farm Pokemon right now. I could just battle a bunch of Pokemon right here. I don't really want to spend too much time farming. I'm just acknowledging that I absolutely could. But I do want to point out, once I KO Pokemon now, even Pom Pom in the back will start to gain experience. So that shall be extremely useful. And Fry Guy is now level 8. That's awesome. Now, the Pokemon that does the primary battling will get the most experience, I believe. But subsequent... Oh, hang on. Fletchlings are here? Maybe this is a good battle debut for Pom Pom. So let me go ahead and showcase this. I can switch Pokemon at any time. We can go ahead and put Pom Pom in. In fact, I could just put Pom Pom at the front of my party and have her immediately do some battles. But yeah, here we go. Pawmi! Pom Pom! You're in! I might still occasionally refer to this Pokemon by its actual name. Oh, Growl? That's cute. I don't intend to use a physical attack on you, though. I intend to use special attacks all the way. There you go. Thundershock it. Boom, baby. Okay. Not quite down, but that's okay. What is the thing going to do? Peck you? Ha! It's a good thing Pawmi resists it. Let's keep it going. Thundershock it once more. Good girl. Good girl. All right. Fletchling done. A Generation 6 Pokemon. I should be talking more about it. Fletchling has the ability to eventually evolve into Talonflame, which competitively is a fantastic Pokemon, and as far as main game goes, Talonflame is very good as well. I don't intend to use one, but Talonflame is just a fantastic Pokemon. It's a fire flying type, can be very good, especially if you didn't choose Fuecoco as your starter Pokemon. I actually do strongly recommend it, but I won't be using one for myself. But there you go. Hey, Yoshiller, you getting the hang of how to catch Pokemon, okay? Oh yeah, can you believe it? I just caught the cutest electric rodent. Okay, all right. To be fair, Emolga might be the cutest electric rodent, but Pawmi, I gotta think is pretty up there. Let me see, so far you've caught... Oh! Whoa, what was that? I thought you were just shocked at the fact that I caught a whopping one Pokemon, but go! I've never heard that kind of cry before. Could be some strong Pokemon or something. I say we find whatever made that cry. Let's take a look around, Yoshiller. Just be careful. There's a kind of unsafe cave not far from here, so steer clear. And I know your Rotom foam can help you keep you safe, but watch your step by these cliffs anyway. Well, do I have to be at school at a specific time? Because otherwise, yeah, I will prioritize helping someone in need than going to school, but school is important. It must be down here. What's up? Oh? What do we got? Is someone dangling off a cliff? Because I'm not exactly experienced enough to be able to help someone up a cliff, but I do have some advice. If someone's ever dangling off a cliff, grab them by their wrist. Don't go straight for the hand. Grab them by the wrist because that way you'll get more of a hold on their body and can pull them up more easily. And then when they're grabbing you back, they should also grab you by the wrist, not by the hand. All right, what is going on here? We got some Houndour and then a Pokemon washed up on shore? That's my attempt at voice acting for a Pokemon, folks. Whoa, frick, did I just fall off the cliff? Oh, I'm so glad I'm okay. I'm so glad my phone saved me. Otherwise, I totally would have broken my legs there or something. That was a long way down. What's up? Oh, I guess it's shady here now. All right, what's up, buddy? Actually, should I even be approaching this Pokemon? Maybe I should seek help from a professional. Although, my so-called friend there did just say that there's a dangerous cave nearby and that I should steer clear of it. And is that the only way out? So it's either help this Pokemon or go to the cave. All right, I'll help the Pokemon. Maybe it can help me go to the cave. That's some sound thinking, right? Grr. The mysterious Pokemon seems to be too weak to move. Maybe you should give it something to help it perk up. Well, I do have a fair share of potions. And a sandwich. Although, giving food to wild animals generally isn't a good idea. In fact, you're not even supposed to be giving bread to birds or something like that at a park anymore. I heard that that's actually not a good idea. So, all right, how about a potion? Would you like one of those? It doesn't seem to like that. It seems like that'll do the trick. Maybe something else? All right, how about this revive I found? That should be good, huh? Something like that. All right, fine. You want the sandwich? You can have the sandwich. All right. I'm trying to be safe and be courteous to the wild Pokemon around me. I don't want to ruin their health. I don't want to ruin their wildlife or their ecosystems. But if you want the sandwich, you can have it. I don't even know what's on it. But it doesn't look like a plain turkey sandwich. It looks like there's some lettuce in there. Maybe if nothing else, you can just have the lettuce. Oh, okay. All right, careful there, buddy. That's usually pretty dangerous as well. Generally, you should set the food down and let the animal take it. But whatever, I guess he was really weak. Agias! Agias! I don't know. If this is a Spanish region, is it referring to me in the second person with female pronouns? Which, I mean, I'm not insulted by that, but hey, alright, have a good one, buddy. I'm glad that sandwich did the trick. I was just down to use a potion, but if you wanted that sandwich, I mean, I probably wasn't going to eat it. It probably was just going to go bad in my bag, so maybe it worked out for the better that you accepted it. Adios! That's what he sounds like. Look, not all majestic Pokemon have to sound cool, okay? I'm just saying. Oh. All right. Maybe I could stand to make him sound a little cooler next time, if there is a next time. For all I know, that's the only time I'll encounter him. I mean, that's life. Sometimes you'll see someone once in your life, and that will be the end of it. Oh, well, no, it looks like he's waiting for me. I don't suppose that there's anything else I can do on this beach at the moment, right? Okay. Well, if you can help me through this cave, I'll be forever grateful. I mean, I've got 2 Pokemon on hand, but I now no longer have a sandwich. So, I guess I'll just follow behind and let you take the lead. I guess you'll be my escort, so to speak. I mean, you're a big, ferocious monster. I imagine a fair share of Pokemon will be terrified to encounter you, so if you could just show me the way, that would be great. I mean, it might just be a straight shot, but as long as you're protecting me, that helps. Oi, Yoshiller! Oh, hey. I guess that's the way out. There you are, Yoshiller. Are you okay? You're not hurt, right? No, thankfully my phone saved me, but yeah, I'm managing. That probably is the realistic response I would give. Thank goodness, I was really worried. If you'd gotten hurt because I said we should go looking for whatever made that cry. No, never mind that. Right now we've got to focus on getting you back up here. You've just got to find some way to climb out of there. If you can get close enough, I'll try pulling you up with one of my Pokemon's moves. Okay, but as long as they pull me up by the wrist, because just grabbing my hand is usually not a good survival tip. You got to grab the wrist. Pull them up by the wrist. All right, if I can get close enough, huh? Oh, by the way, can you see? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it kind of seems like it's waiting for you. Does it want you to follow it? I would say so. But first, I got to grab me one of these. A potion? Well, don't mind if I do. Okay. And then, what's the vibe? Whoa! Cool. And then I guess I got motion control camera there. That was cool. All right. Let's keep it going. Whoa, that was amazing. That Pokemon might be as strong as mine. Maybe stronger. Maybe. I mean, looks can be deceiving. Maybe it's weaker. Oh, what's the deal with this? Hang on. A Yungoos? All right, if there's any Pokemon I could recommend that you don't use, it's probably this thing. This thing made its debut in Pokemon Sun and Moon, and it's not particularly good. It does evolve into a stronger normal type, and I guess as far as early game single player goes, it can be okay. But Pokemon like Yungoos exist so that they can be fought and so that you can grind against them. But there we go, I got another Pokeball to make up for the one that I used on Pawmi, so that's nice. Yeah, I want to make up, I want to get whatever items I can. I guess I can't run past this Pokemon, so that's fine. The further it is away from me, the more I can run. But as I get closer to it, it looks like I can only walk. That's fine. There's a Diglett. Now, hey, if you want a really viable Pokemon in single player and something that's decently useful in competitive matches, Diglett and its evolution Doug Trio are actually really competent, usually because they have the ability Arena Trap, which will make it so that opposing Pokemon can't switch out unless they're part flying type. It's also really fast and competently strong, so Diglett can actually be quite the useful Pokemon in both single player and multiplayer battles. But I don't intend to use one. But the extra experience is nice. There we go, Pokedex has been updated, very good. Yeah, I am in a cave, so it makes sense that I would find a fair share of ground type Pokemon, potentially even some rock type Pokemon. We'll see if that comes to fruition. But yeah, all sorts of Pokemon I could catch in here, but don't quite intend to. And I also acknowledge there's a good chance that I'm missing out on items. There's more places to explore in this cave, and there might be more ample opportunities in the future for me to fight other Pokemon in this cave. Oh, a bunch of Houndour. I don't have to fight all of them, do I? You're gonna keep me safe? Cool! You made them all filled with love! Very good. Cool Pokemon always fill people with joy and love or something like that. Also, wasn't there like an item I skipped? Was there anything else over here? There was a Yungoos. Oh, but there was an item here. So I'll go ahead and nab this real quickly. Let's see what the good stuff is. Hey, heads up, some pretty rough and rowdy Houndour living here. I'm glad you got your bodyguard, but watch your back, they're strong. Don't worry, I got revives. We're gonna be okay. And these Yungoos and even these Diglett are no match for me. So let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. All right, narrow corridors here, but I shall be careful. We're gonna be okay. Everything's gonna work out just fine, I'm sure of it. Woo! All right, good. I'm so glad your claws are strong enough to tear through a boulder, because I felt like if I tried to do that, I would not only break my nails, but the boulder would probably fall back on me. Oh my gosh, it straight up pulverized that rock. I wonder what move that was. Man, I want to see it up close. If that was just scratch, that's the world's strongest scratch. Yoshiller, look out, something's coming! Is it another boulder? Is it more Houndour? What's going on? Behind you! It's behind you! Oh, it's a Houndoom. That's the evolution of Houndour. That's the big boy puppy. Dark fire type. Pretty powerful. More so useful for single player than multiplayer, I would say. I mean, am I gonna fight it right now? Oh, Fuecoco. Buddy, just do your best. Oh, God. I was gonna say, there's too many of them. We better get out of here. Sometimes you gotta know when to hold them and know when to fold them, and that was a folding experience, but we got out of there fine. Thank you. Well, technically, I don't own you. You're not my Pokemon. I didn't catch you in a Pokeball, but if you wouldn't mind me catching you in a Pokeball, that'd be pretty neat. Way to go! For a second, I thought you were both goners. Well, I mean, you could have gone and asked for help. But, alright, thank you. I'm glad that worked out. I'm glad I helped whatever Pokemon this is. And I'm glad I caught a Pawmi. Oh, did he die again? Do we need another sandwich? Whoa, what's wrong? Nimona, how good are your sandwich making skills? Are you good at sandwiching? Maybe it used up all its power? What is this Pokemon anyway? It kind of looks like a Cyclizar, but I've never seen one quite like this before. And now it looks so different from a minute ago. You think it's okay? As a matter of fact, I don't, and I think we need to find the nearest Subway or Jimmy John's stat. Do they have those in this region? You guys gotta have a Subway, right? They're in every region. But yeah, I don't want to, if I don't know something, I'm not afraid to say that I don't know. You can't tell either, huh, Yoshiller? Well, all that aside, I'm seriously glad to have you back up here in one piece. You know, that battle down there was really something. You and this fellow looked perfectly in sync facing down that Houndoom. What? You didn't even tell it what to do? I guess it's not like you're this Pokemon's trainer yet, huh? That's what I was saying, but if I just chuck a Pokeball at it right now, I mean, is it gonna stop me? It's really weak, but I guess that'd be really mean. Besides, I do not intend to use this Pokemon on my team, so I don't really want to catch it. See, earlier when I caught that Pawmi, I was like, I only want to catch the Pokemon I intend to use for my team, so I don't want to catch anything else because that would create confusion. So I'm not gonna catch this thing. This thing's not on my team. But there you go. All right, do you think this fella was the one making that mysterious cry we heard before? As a matter of fact, I do because I heard it up close. Gyaos! There you go, that's my attempt at making it, or trying to make it sound cooler. Oh man, oh man, oh man, the more I look at this Pokemon, the more mysterious it seems. If you do become its trainer, you gotta let me battle against it. All right, let's exchange numbers so we can get in touch if we somehow get separated again. Yeah, we probably should have done that from the get-go, huh? I mean, I know it's a little shaky to immediately add the phone number of someone you just met, but next time I fall down a cave, you can just call me. And here, this will let you teach your Pokemon a move to help it battle against stronger opponents. TM32 Swift, a special attack that never misses, so to speak. There are still some circumstances where it can miss, such as if a Pokemon's using Dig or Fly, but if you're playing the first generation of Pokemon games, Swift will still connect. But anyway, it's a special type move, it's a normal type, most Pokemon can learn it, it's a very handy TM to get right off the bat. Think before you use it though, TMs can only be used once. What? What? TMs can only be used once? Okay, so that was true for the first 4 generations of games. And then they made TMs reteachable, and now they can only be used once again, although I think there is some workaround in this game. I think you can like craft TMs in this game or something. We'll see. Either way, what was wrong with reteachable TMs? Anyway, you've been both thorough. You've been through enough for a minute. I think we better take a breather. Let's just get to the lighthouse. That'll be a good spot to relax. Okay, I agree. I also think that's a good place to end this part of the walkthrough. So for now, that wraps up part 2 of my Pokemon Scarlet walkthrough. And I'd like to thank you all for watching. I'd say that things were plenty eventful in this part. I met this little guy. I got my first sandwich. And of course, I caught Pawmi. And I'm sure Pawmi will have, or I'm sorry, Pom will have more opportunities to shine in the future. But yeah, there we go. The team's coming together. But otherwise, that wraps up this part. I'd like to thank you all for watching. I hope to see you all in future videos. Bye-bye, humans. Whoosh! Hey, thank you for watching my video. If you want to continue to support my content, the best thing you can do is like this video and subscribe to my channel. All you have to do is click the little buttons down below. Also, please be sure to follow me on Twitter to stay up to date with my video schedule. My tag is @RealYoshiller. I hope to see you all in future videos. Bye-bye! Whoosh!